regardless, have you? Well, there's a bit of gear there that gives a thing called Vol Pact, which seems to be unique. I know there's phone dead. When I do actually remember a bit more about how you upgrade legendary gear. You seem to be able to upgrade it if you get the right prophecy, but it requires you to fight off against what's his face, against various named people. Remember how we went up against Calm in the thing before? Yeah, it requires you to go up toe to toe with him. This time I'm just going to rush through the tomb rather than taking my time like I did there. So yeah, well, rushing through the ruins to the tomb. Oh, fantastic! It's not after disappearing yet. I would have thought it would have, just by virtue of me being logged out. So, still, gonna just gun for the other place. But yeah, phone's dead now, so can't look on up. But it's tied in with some prophecies. I just couldn't remember the exact details, and I don't know which ones have the prophecy level up system. I know remember the first legendary I got, or unique item I got? I keep insisting on calling it legendary because of like Diablo and other games. The first one, you can upgrade that one. Regrettably, and sadly I got rid of it. Scum bone. But yeah, it's disappointing, but whatever. So that's why I'm just checking now to make sure that isn't the case anywhere else. Ooh, I know this belt is slightly inferior to this. I'm just looking at the strength bonus. It is a bit inferior, and on the armor standpoint, it's inferior. But I'm still going to go with it because I like the enemies taking 10% increased damage. I really want a noodle box right now. There's a place, a takeaway nearby. It's just over in town called Noodle Box, and you can get boxes of noodles from there. And it's really nice. They also do other stuff like 2-in-1, 3-in-1, 4-in-1. It's like chips and chips or rice and curry sauce. Chips, rice, and curry sauce, and chips, rice, curry sauce, and like, you know, crispy chicken strips or whatever. You can get like chicken balls in there, not as in testicles, but in balls of chicken meat covered in like batter or bread, or breaded or something. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, basically you can get a variety of stuff, and it's really nice, really nice.
On this day, the second Socrato of Verusi, 1334 IC, the army of purity remembers its most devout and beloved servant, Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia. As spoken by Geoffrey, only will and truth can prevail over the evil of our own kin. High Templar Vol, commander of the army of purity.
Can I be honest, this is really making me think like of what's that weird effect going around? Is it because of that, or is it because of my belt? Sorry. It's because of my belt. Cool. Now I actually have a magical effect going on. Yay! Though he looks like he's running because he shot his diapers. Really does. And I shouldn't have mind controlled them. Now I can only raise 2 instead of 5. And didn't we have to face a burly enemy right out front? Last time?
A house of faith, fallen to desecration.
But yeah, this is just making me think like, you know, Rome and shite. Some of the architecture at one stage, I can't remember it off the top of my head now, but it doesn't help. I can't remember the details of it, like I was Ooh. There goes saying, but it doesn't help. Booyah! I was accidentally attacking using my default attack rather than the substantially better Molten Strike. Okay. I don't like you. Join me. Get that, get this, and that. Beautiful. Christ, I'm just wondering about the ecology of this place. But again, like I said earlier, the ecology doesn't really matter with the nightmare going on now, does it? Just, you know, everything's out of whack. When that's in play. So yeah. It's just like, how can these giant spiders survive? You know, what do they feed on? I know there's exiles coming in, but I doubt they made enough to make it in this far inland. Do they feed on the local wildlife? That's certainly a possibility, but I'm just curious for confirmation. So yeah, it's just like, I like to know how do, like, you know, if there's some giant beastie, how is it surviving? Without, you know, a large amount of food and water and, you know, what a beastie needs.
Welcome. Life flows through the blood. Let's slip the blood, and the life will continue in a new form.
Of course it will. She seems to really like that one. Can't still have that on, do I? It's one I could see as being useful, but I don't really need it at present. I don't even have an appropriate skill for it. Unless I know can get, you know, find a heal spell or something. You know, that would be useful. Also, I'm just, no, there's a clock here. I should have remembered. Or should have noticed. I don't know.
You there. A moment of your time.
Vorisi, wish you, you know, were a bit more louder about your positioning, because I nearly walked right past you.
Another loose thread threatens to unravel our grand design. The malcontent in question has a rather sensitive document under lock and key. Examine that document and recall what it tells you. But under no circumstances do you kill the malcontent guarding it. Understood? That would only leave me with a mess to clean up.
Okay, in that case... Okay, he's just over there. In that case, I am going to have to do that. Do that. And do... Nope. Yes. So anyway, to unsummon them all. Oh, don't do that attack. Okay, I can kill these guys, just not the target. Who is the most dangerous of them all? Master Assassin, you can help. Run! Run, 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 run. Wish it was a bit faster. Shit. It's times like these, mob infighting is a good thing that's not in the game. Hey, big guy, over spiders. Big guy, over this way, over this way. Lure him over that way and just... No. I know, somehow... Actually, no, since I have to double back, he'll follow me. No real way of doing this where he won't just follow. Unless I can... Oh, he's being quite cooperative there, isn't he? Yes, he is.
Those that can need not concern themselves with those that can't.
Uh-huh. Can I kill him now? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, well. Spectre. Wish I could make use of energy shield. It just looks like such a cool concept, you know? But I just... the way my character is, he's just not spec for it. Let's actually try, you know, some of these guys out. Maybe they'll be somewhat competent. They seem to move with some due haste. Okay. Minion master right here. Beautiful. Agony Flare. Now, Agony Flaying. Did he summon in skeletons? I think he did. I didn't get to look at Agony Flare's abilities, and I think it summoned in skeletons for me. Because suddenly it looked like two just popped in. Thank you.
Fear gnaws at the entrails of the faithful and the faithless alike. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the future. An empire requires leadership that can assuage those fears through example, through wisdom, through strength. An emperor lights the way through the darkened caverns of uncertainty.
Dude, stop! You're making emperors sound like a good idea. They're not. Stop it. He's very charismatic. The guy voicing that there. Very much so. Or charismatic? Yeah, we'll go with that word. Very much so. Christ, lag. Lag. One other thing you levy at this game is that its always on component is a weakness. Especially considering all the amount of puzzles in it. Although I suppose these are optional, they are important to do. Very, very much so. Really, we're already at the end. Oh, crikey.
Shine boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
Not good if you're trying to hide from bandits. Not good at all. But regardless. Bandit hiding aside. Alright. He's just going to chill here. Well, have fun. We'll just grab a few ink spinners while we're brawling through. Ooh, grab another zombie. Can't. Oh, we can. Beautiful. Oh, and here's the level 2. Beautiful. And hopefully I'll get to do another Masters thing. Because, I'd like to get some more XP, more rep with them. And especially if it's the Weapon Master, because I only got to meet him that one time. And maybe he's one that you only can find on Crow difficulty. I don't know. I would have swore otherwise I would have met him. But it's perfectly possible I just missed him. But in either case, I want to, you know, get on good with him so I can get his upgrades. So I need to get on good with the rest of them as well so I can get the better on stuff. Like I said, there's a chance that the high level ones will actually, level 8 ones, which is I think max, or if not very close to it, will actually sell you a unique item for a cheap price. So yeah, that's pretty good. And also got elemental weakness. I take more elemental damage because this defiler is an arse. Ignoring the ladder belt. No interest in it. Beautiful. Just have to keep plunging on headfirst through here. Hope we stumble onto what we want. And here's some more skeletons. Ooh, there's something of interest. Shiver Slicer. Cool name. Wrist Chopper. Gut Ripper. 44 life for each enemy hit by attacks. That's not bad. Especially with AoE attacks, that's pretty nice. So many of these spiders just like lie in wait on those edges. Herald of Ash, fire damage, support, multi-strike support, animated guardian. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. I need to get it some better equipment. Imagine if I could give... It can only benefit from the raw items themselves. So I would figure if I boosted up the item stats, like it can't benefit from gems or anything like that, but I think it can benefit from you know, like say if I gave it a unique item and it's about increased stats, I think it could benefit from them. Archbishop Joffrey the Abashed. Cast immune, curse immune, cast vulnerability, cast temporal chains, and resist cold. And he was also had the glass jaw. So just poking my head over this way. So many goddamn spiders down here. Just done with dust. My god. Still tempted in stopping recording this for a bit and going recording some Red Faction Guerrilla. Another very good game. My opinion, it's quite possibly the best one in the Red Faction series. Just the amount of chaos and destruction you can get up to is unmatched in the rest of the series. While you can't destroy the ground, you can just like, how do I want to approach this taking on this base? Like I was able to collapse a smokestack onto a building and wreak a ton of damage. I could have, instead of just charged it, used flung around mining explosives and swung my sledgehammer like a lunatic. Devil Era, that was the name of the Irish politician that I was saying history class wasn't really a fan of. Oh, that's actually an interesting collar on the guy's uniform, on his armor. Let's move over here. See that there? That's cool. That's cool. But Devil Era, that's the guy I was trying to think of. So yeah. Anyway. Golden hand. An open palm raised in peace, cut down by the slaves of war. This. And talk to her.
You are Dream Tender, my new name for you. Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something good. Now, I promise to share. Let us awaken the spirit, bring even more good into this life.
And they got us 3 gems. Warlord's Reach, Crimson Jewel, 8% increased attack damage, +1 to melee weapon and unarmed range. A steady hand can hold back an army. Poacher's Aim, Viridian Gem. 50% chance of projectiles piercing, 10% increased projectile damage. Sharp Eye can be more deadly than a sharp blade. Presuming that the Sharp Eye has something to back it up with. If you just glare at someone, I doubt it's going to do as much damage as Sharp Blade. Unless the Sharp Blade is conceptual. Then they're about equal. Assassin's Haste, Cobalt Jewel. 10% increased mana regeneration, 4% increased movement speed, 4% increased attack and cast speed. Quick Step can advance great plans. I'm going to obviously go with this. It's just that. It's not particularly great. I'm not sorting them right now. I'm just tossing them in there. I was hoping it would be a skill book, but it's passive